Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how I set my game up for rotational gameplay. The first thing we're going to need to do is create a base save. Now to create a base save, you just go to New Game. And you can create a sim here if you want, but I'm going to go into the gallery and download my photographer sim. And then I'm just going to load into the game. Whenever you load a new save, if you have seasons, it's going to show you which season, like all the seasons. So I'm going to pick fall to start out. Then I'm just going to click a random world. I picked Willow Creek and I'm going to place Cornelia down. Once I place Cornelia down, and after I go through this, I'm going to hit pause immediately. That way, it stays on Sunday, 8 a.m. Next, I double check my game settings. So I'm going to go into the options menu, go into game options, go to gameplay, and make sure that it's only active households that are going to auto age. You can leave this unchecked or checked if you want with the unplayed households, but I leave it unchecked and age those sims up as I see fit. Some of them will befriend my sims, so I will do that. Then I also make sure that my max sim count is pretty high. I get the recommended high because I'm going to have a lot of sims. It's a rotation. Next, I'm going to scroll down to neighborhood stories and make sure that these are not enabled. You can set it up if you want to. I used to have it so that my unplayed sims had a whole bunch of drama going on, but it was kind of confusing and didn't work with what I wanted to happen with my game, since I plan out a lot of the things that happen with my sims. So I just leave this unchecked. Next, I'm going to go to environment and change this from 14 days to 7 days. So my first few rounds, I usually have it at 7 days because there's nothing really going on. But once things start to get interesting and I need to start doubling up my weeks, I add it to 14 and then I just leave it there. I also set it up so that my sims have alternate seasons. So maybe their first week is spring and their next week is summer. Next, I'm going to go to the calendar and set up my holidays. My calendars have about 9 holidays. Fall has Spooky Tuesday, which is my Halloween type holiday, and then the one that comes with it, which is Harvest Fest. Winter has 3 holidays: Winterfest Eve, Winterfest, and New Year's Eve. Spring has 2 holidays: Egg Hunt Sunday, which is kind of like Easter, and then Love Day, and then summer has Simdependence Day, which is Independence Day, and National Vacation Day. After I set up my calendar, I exit out. I head to Manage Worlds. I just go to Manage Worlds. I don't save and go to Manage Worlds. Now I'm going to add some NPCs to my game. So I'm going to go to Manage Households, Other Households, uncheck all households, go to Not in World, Unplayed, and Played Sims. So you'll see there's a bunch of the townies that we see all the time in the game, but I want to add some more because I know when I go and pick my households to rotate with, I'm going to delete the rest of the sims that are in this bin. I download my NPCs slash townies from the gallery. So let's go to gallery and let's type in NPCs. You'll see a bunch of different NPCs created by a bunch of different creators, and I suggest that you really look through and see which ones you want. I add a lot from Sim Madness, so I click on the NPCs for the professional DJs. For example, you can go to NPC jobs, and it's already set for popular households, so it's all of these ones. You can pick whichever ones you want. I download a few. But for me, you can do it this way just by downloading it straight from the gallery like that. But I go into Create a Sim. I go back into the gallery. I pick a household. I download, replace, yes. I hit the check mark, hit save and play, and hit cancel moving. Then you can go back into manage households, other households, and they'll be right here. But if you download them straight from the gallery on the map, they'll end up in the My Households bin, and to me that's just annoying that I have to uncheck it all the time, so I skipped that part. Once you have all the NPCs/townies that you want downloaded into your game, you can go and exit out of Manage Worlds, go to Options menu, Save As, click the save that you're on. Mine is my save game 4420. Delete that and replace it with base, and then hit save. Now that our base save is all set up, we can start playing our game. So just go to Save As, create a new save. I'm going to name this one Premades Rotation, and click OK. Then I'm going to go into Manage Worlds, Other Households, and I think I'm just going to go and play the households that I like to play, which are in Willow Creek and Oasis Springs. Now I'm going to click the hearts on all of these households to put them in the My Households bin. And now that this section's all clear, I'm going to go to All Households and uncheck Not in World and delete everybody else. Once I've deleted everybody else, I'm going to go into My Households, and I'm going to edit these Sims to be the way that I like, and I'll be right back. Now that all my Sims have makeovers, it's time to add them into my spreadsheet. I've added most of the Sims already except for the roommates, so I'll show you how I add my Sims to the spreadsheet. You can do it by clicking on the household and going into create a Sim, but I don't want to do that, so I'm going to exit out of manage households, click on the roommate's household, click on the info panel. I guess you don't technically have to click on info panel, you can just click on the Sim directly, but I usually click on info panel first for some reason. But you see we have Zoe Patel. She's a goofball, clumsy, and cheerful, as well as being a young adult. So I'm going to pull up my spreadsheet, and I'm going to add that information in. I have a few things. Why isn't this frozen? Here are some of the things that I keep track of on my spreadsheet. The first, the last name, their role, their age, fertility, because I have a mod that will let me know if my Sims are fertile or infertile, which is helpful for babies, the round that they were added, the number of kids that they will have, their best friend, their current partner, previous partner, all of the traits that they will receive in life, their college degree, if they go to college, their previous job, their current job, the position, level, salary, hobbies, the 2 hobbies that they will have, and their favorite drink. Now, I don't keep track of all these things 100%, obviously, I'm human. But it is good to have these here just as a reminder when you're coming back into the game, into a household that you haven't been to in a while, to know what they're interested in. I plan a lot of stuff out for my Sims versus letting them decide. I do let them decide, but I also let my random wheel rollers to decide, that to help me guide myself along so I can kind of break out of my shell and do different things with my gameplay. So that's what next round is about. Next round is like the round that's next is the second round. It's not whatever week number I'm on, because I do like to keep track of all the weeks. And just these are just like the household. You'll put like the pancakes here and say Eliza asked her friend Bella if she should have a baby. Well, I'm going to choose no while I'm at Bella, but I'll put it here that Eliza wanted a baby. And I'll put what number baby. I'll also use this to help me with acting careers. Like I will have my Sims repeat acting gigs, so it's like they're there for a little bit. It's a series. They're there for 3 episodes or something. So I'll put like Dynasty. I don't know what the shows are called. So D&D. She's at 3 out of 9 episodes that she's going to be on. So when I come back, I know I have to do. I could probably fit 3 more in, or maybe 4. You know. So there you go. Names, I kind of follow Pleasant Sims in a way when it comes to this. I guess pretty much exactly. I use her alphabet idea, which is just the hurricane letters, and I keep track of the letters because I really will name my Sims all the same things. I try to not do that and come up with different names. That's why I have a female and male name section, and I try to come up with 2 names each so that when it comes to A's, I have like Anna and Alexis as an option, so I don't have to think about it. Sometimes I will pick a name that fits with the family, as well. Like maybe they all have like B names. It would just be weird to name their kid like Charles, so I'll add a B name. Clubs is where I keep track of all the clubs that I make for my Sims and schedule what times they meet. That way I can kind of make it a consistent thing that they all meet and hang out and do their thing. The color key is just to keep track of all the single Sims and all the Sims that I need to start finding pairs with, as well as pets. Pets is just because I would love to know how many pets are in my game. Graveyard is just where I send my Sims that have died. I put them here so I can keep track of like family, when they died, just lots of things that I'm curious about. And then future for my Sims is like what I plan. This is where I plan out what I want for my next generation. So Olivia and Alexander, they're the only children in my sim right now. So let's say they're teens, and in like my rotation, Olivia loves to cheer, so maybe she'll be in soccer for her college degree, Maybe she'll do something else. I just kind of fill this out and add things as I see fit. Like the number of kids, I usually roll for it to kind of see who I would want to pair with each other, how many kids I would want my Sims to have. It's from 0 to 5 and all that stuff. So this is just me being a planner of my Sims families. Thanks and so what much I want for watching my video, and I hope it was informative and helpful to see how other people play their game. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, interest, I don't know, whatever you want, you can just drop it in the comment section and I'll get back to you. As well as if you want to see me play these Sims from technically this point forward, you can check out the link in the description. I've started the Premades rotation series, and I'm starting with the BFF household, the OGs, as well as the spreadsheet will be down there too. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great and fantastic day, week, night, whatever the hell is going on over there. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!